back to the tournament. We have a match today between Fenrir and sparrowhawk. And this is going to be a good one. We know that sparrowhawk is a phenomenal player. Unless whenever he did this, sometimes when he isn't. That happens too. And but it's going to be a tough task. We know this for Fenrir. He's more a bit of a budget player, but of a beginner. And he's got a monumental task in front of him. But the good news is, he doesn't have much to lose in this one. So we should be seeing an interesting one here as Fenrir is fighting to take this upset day one. But JJ, what are we looking at with the decks?
Well, let me... But list which I was trying to do after they started choosing decks, but apparently they have not yet, so... by the way, both players have lost to Alex before.
That is true. Fenrir, both of them in the last tournament, basically. This is the losing to Alex Bowl, right? Just missing Maxime. Because I played Fenrir first try.
Fenrir is bringing a Dragon Mage, his Enraged Warriors band, Token Demon Hunter, and Midrange Hunter. And then, where are we? Sparrowhawk is bringing a Highlander Hunter, a Enraged Warrior, his Soul Demon Hunter's band, and a Libram Paladin.
Alright, and let's get into the game here.
Pre-game beverage.
You've got to listen. Sponsored by beverage. You have to think that Sparrowhawk is massively favored, as indicated by his horrible Rex portrait. And he's starting off on his Hunter there. Some mulligan bullcrap, as always. Visuals, and that.
Also, I have not been able to see Fenrir's hands so far.
There we go. There it is. So, all sorts of garbage at the moment, as we're trying to get this sorted out.
What would the Trash Bowl be without technical difficulties?
True. 100% confirmed. If only we got Sergey hired by Blizzard, then none of this would happen. But
Sightless Watcher is a pickup.
That's also a play right now. A bit of a clunky hand at the moment off of Fenrir.
And sides do not play.
Oh. Hangs on to it there. Sparrowhawk might do the unthinkable. He might do the unspeakable.
Oh, playing a Vulpira?
Oh, he might play a Vulpira.
I have heard that Vulpira are very popular in Highlander decks.
I have the utmost respect for Sparrowhawk and his Hearthstone talent, but you know, things happen.
Because actually Vulpira Scoundrel used to be a common include in some Highlander decks. And then when Transfer Student came out, that kind of took the role almost.
There's a Sightless Watcher, and that's probably going to get dwarfed. It's good for getting sharp shot by the dwarf. Seems like a play that's already lined up there.
I mean, it makes perfect sense. Tour Guide doesn't really make any sense this turn, but there will probably be one where it makes a lot of sense. Actually, you could still play it at the end of the turn to make your next hero power cost 0, though mana doesn't seem to be the main concern right now for Sparrowhawk. Fenrir starting to establish a little bit of a port, but not really going that far, and Snake Trap will trigger.
Yeah, it's got some bad mulligan luck in the first game here. He does have that Nova though to clear this up next turn, so that's at least something. And
who about Leok?
We'll see how much Sparrow decides to commit to the board, because he knows that of course Chaos Nova is an inclusion. And
but Leok is 5 points of damage and Huffer is 4.
It is, yeah. Yeah, I think he makes a smart play here, taking it easy. He's playing Highlander. He's not playing aggro. He knows he's minimizing the downfall from getting cleared, which is going to happen. He has the Animal Companion next turn.
The question is, do you even play the Nova, or do you just play the Brute?
I think you play the Nova. I think you want to clear it up. You go.
Because the Raspike Brute deals 1 damage whenever it gets attacked.
I think you might want to set that down next turn. If it gets attacked, you might have gotten kill command or something. You don't want to take that risk.
And there is the Leok, now that you don't have use for him.
Don't want it at the moment, that is correct. Can't unleash the hounds. Plays the
Hey, it's a better Passion Assassin.
It's Vulpira. Moment of silence. We might cut that out. I don't know. Sorry if you kids had to see that. It's bad. It's a bad moment. It happens. That's what happens when you watch live sports. Sometimes you see bad things. Dragonbane picked up by Sparrowhawk. Picked up by Sparrowhawk. He's going hard now, pushing the damage towards the face is where it belongs, obviously. And Fenrir going down a little bit here, and that Antian is very, very slow. at the moment.
Yeah, it's not quite ready yet, and
Chaos Nova
he's
Unbroken would
Nova.
clear, but at the cost of going down to 2, and that's of course not happening. So tough times ahead. As a matter of fact, there's really nothing to do here.
It doesn't seem like
with the Hounds and Kill Command on hand. There's really no way to defend.
But I mean, even the Wrathspike Brute would just die to the poisons, and he would still die to just everything on the board.
There's no way to defend this, and he'll know it.
Yeah, going down to 2 and eating the hero power, or not going down to 2 and then still eating the exact same damage, right?
It's over. So Sparrowhawk taking the 1-0 lead with the Hunter there in a pretty convincing fashion against Fenrir. Fenrir has to strap up a little bit and see if he wants to bring the Demon Hunter back. He had very bad mulligan luck there, picked up from clunky hands, was not able to stick at all with the early game pressure, and we'll see what he decides to go with. And if your Sparrowhawk world is kind of your oyster, you could go Warrior or Paladin. I think you feel comfortable with either one playing against the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, and I also think that he probably feels relatively comfortable with all the matchups here, so not really the most worrying
It's an
choice.
unconventional lineup for Fenrir, for sure.
Yeah, though there is a lot of minions with good stats for the cost in there. I've seen some Boldfist Ogres, I've seen some Shogun Yetis.
Well, the Demon Hunter probably has the highest potential, so he brings that again. And this time leaves Battle Fiend on hand. But look at this hand from Sparrowhawk. I mean, what more can you want?
Well, I guess you get rid of the Libram of Hope, but...
Yeah, Libram of Hope is probably a kick. But wow. You have the
rest is
Allura,
very
you also
keepable.
have the coin.
That's a good combination.
That's incredible. Turn 1 and 2 plays already lined up.
Battlefiend coming out from Fenrir getting a slightly better start than last time around.
That's actually pretty
There's
good.
the turn 3 play for
The
Sparrowhawk.
Battlefiend is going to allow him to clear the Aldor 10 and deny the Hand of Adal on turn 2. That is pretty useful.
That's true.
Leaving Sparrowhawk with a decision to make.
Or not.
Oh, he's going face. Okay. So Fenrir is adopting the Hunter policy, just going.
But especially against Paladin, I don't really like this play.
It's tough. It's a tough decision.
And you're not even the aggro Demon Hunter.
Yeah,
It's
like
token.
Like token.
So, it's not... I don't think it's justified there.
I think Sparrowhawk now is feeling pretty good about this. You have the Salad Pride, and you have Allura Coin.
And Fenrir has no good plays here. He drops down the Overseer, but can't proc it. Similar idea with the Wrathscale Naga.
Blessing of Authority drawn is not the best thing you want to see. You want that off of your Allura, of course.
But there's a lot of other things you don't mind getting off of it.
For sure.
And I guess Fell Screamer?
Yeah, it seems like the play.
Because Wrathscale Hero Power is not great either. And another big spell draw.
This has to be the
Sparrowhawk.
Allura play, right? Oh, it's going to go Blessing of Authority. Okay. Saying, yo, you can't remove the big thing. That's some interesting piece of news. Now, I'm assuming Fenrir just took command the Eldari here? Have absolutely none of this big lion on the board?
I mean, you almost must, right?
Yeah.
That's,
That feels like it.
and it's been that way kind of all game. Fenrir almost always executing forced plays.
Here it is.
And that's not a position you want to be in.
Nah, you don't love it, but you haven't taken damage so far from this Paladin. Now, we know that Sparrowhawk has some explosive potential in this deck, and just Aldor Tenant seems very playable here.
And there's a Libra of Wisdom that goes
Oh,
along
now he
with
might be
that.
tempted to go Allura Libra.
Oh, right, that's a point, yeah. That is a point. Seems to go with the Truth Seeker instead.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very...
I mean, whenever that
cool.
dies, Allura Libram will only cost 4, and it's...
And next turn you have Allura Hand of Adal.
Even that. Very flexible.
Plenty stuff to do.
Hulking Overfeed
And,
seems
yeah,
to be the goal
It's time
here.
for the big demons for Fenrir, right? This is what he wants to do. Or command the Eldari again, clear up again.
Doesn't have the mana to play that alongside the Wrathscale anytime soon.
I think you want to hold this. Oh, okay, he just has to go with it.
Summons 6/1/1 Illidari with
Thinking everything
Rock.
needs to go here, but he can push the hero power with it.
Gets to deal 1 damage to the face.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you love to see?
Sometimes. Sometimes not. Sparrow, you could greed out kind of Lyrium of Hope and thinking, you know, he can't deal with this minion, but you do a similar thing with your Allura.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, especially
Put
looking at it,
hand of Dawn on it.
put a Lyrium on there and you can play the Pupil.
Yeah.
And first day of school.
Yeah,
Also play 2 1-drops.
that's not exactly what you want to see, but they're A.
I might, yeah, I was going to say, I might still just play the Pupil though. It's better stats. Shadowhoof Slayer is free, but I think Hulking Overfiend still looks better.
Maybe both. Oh no, you can't play both. That's a 2+ reduction. It's Hero Power and Overfiend. That has to play, right?
Well, I mean, you could have played Overfiend and Slayer because while it is a 2-point reduction, of course, the Shadowhoof only costs 1.
Yeah, do it the other way. There's a pretty big minion down, at least.
Yeah, but speaking of big minions, Sparrow has quite a few of those on his hand. Lyrium of Hope works, as does the Truth Seeker. No, wait. Yeah, no, that is what it is. All those Elder cards getting me confused. Picks up another first day at school.
Thought you just had his first day at school.
Well, it's a second first day.
It's a second first day. It's a different school.
Exactly.
The Truth Seeker and the Lyrium value starting to cycle there for Sparrowhawk.
I mean, that is what Lyrium Paladin is all about.
Yes, that is what he's about.
Believe it or not.
Most certainly.
It does what it says on the tin. And Eldraki to kill the taunt still takes damage, and the Abbas still stays alive.
The Sparrowhawk is doing a really good job right now. Stats on the...
How about Lyrium of Hope on the Allura?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like a good play. Putting down 8-16 in stats with just that one card.
We like to see it. And tough,
well,
tough
not if you're a Fenrir.
No, yeah, that is true. Tough times now. And what can you do? You don't really have your tokens to profit with the Naga.
Yeah, and Sightless doesn't draw, it just reorders, so that doesn't do anything.
You could be looking for a coordinated strike there for next turn. But right now you're also
yeah, but he dies if he doesn't clear this turn, and it doesn't seem like he has a way to do it.
That is what's going to happen here too. We won't be able to clear this up, and that's going to be 2-0 for Sparrowhawk. So a little bit of struggle with the Demon Hunter for Fenrir. He might want to switch that up and try something else, because right now he's not really getting the draws that he needs with that. And right now you're looking at Warrior as your next, and it's an Enraged Warrior, right? It's
yes,
Egg type Warrior. So that's a really tough matchup for this Demon Hunter with all the 1/1s, right?
It definitely has the Enraged package. I would categorize them a little bit. I think there is a control variety as well that runs the Enraged package, but there's definitely something along those lines in there.
There's a Bomb Warrior that plays them. We saw that from Razvan War. We had some trouble with it, actually. So the Hunter time for Fenrir decides to go off the Demon Hunter. And we'll see how this does now perform for him in Sparrowhawk. Yes, he does pick up Armorsmith early. Corsair Cash, of course, is typically the best keep in any given Warrior deck at the moment. And double Skippers, so.
And I must say, I like seeing a mid-range Hunter.
Yeah.
It's a classic deck.
It's been a while.
The problem is that Highlander is so similar, but just better. And Face Hunter is just more has more aggressive potential, and you don't really see it. Now, sadly, this isn't the most traditional build that Fenrir is bringing here, but we're seeing some good tempo in the beginning. Decides to keep the Face Stalker for later.
Of course, the Cash Sparrow Anchor picked up. That's going to be a huge one. Does have a bunch of Pirates already on hand, so kind of limited effectiveness of that Anchor later. There's a Bear. There is a Bear for Fenrir.
Takes up the biggest animal companion.
Very nice. That's exactly what you want.
Yeah, and
you don't really want to smack your Anchor in there, though, your Sparrow right now, do you?
Yeah, and it doesn't even kill it. You have to hit it in twice. That's not great.
Nothing good to do, it feels like. You could just Sky Raider.
Yeah? See what you get?
Skipper Sky Raider, maybe, I don't know.
Skipper Sky Raider.
That was a quick Anchor. He's gonna hit it in, okay. He's taking a lot of damage here early as Sparrowhawk, but it seems like it's kind of the only choice he has.
Ooh, how about that Animal Companion and Timberwolf?
This could be a lot of damage.
I know, right?
Right away. either Leok or Hoffer are big. Leok time, that is 9 more.
Going down to 13.
Yeah, and it is big skip time for Sparrowhawk. That's the only way to even live here.
You don't love to see it when you're Sparrowhawk, but...
No, not real, not at all.
He can skip twice and hit the face into the Leok, which will only deal 2 to him. It's not great, but probably better than playing both skippers. And uses the Corsair as the second pirate here. And doesn't quite get to hero power this turn unless he coins it out, but I don't think it's quite that desperate yet. Though 11 health is not a lot.
It's not, that's not what you'll love to see at all. A normal pirate's deck too.
Oh, he's gonna do it!
He's doing it! Oh, I think that's... Whew. That should be a sign to Fenrir. He's quite desperate for some help here. So, Fenrir has a bunch of choices here. You could just go Face Stalker and Demon Companion hero power.
Yeah, I think that seems like a very appealing play, and he picks up the Hoffer too. And that seems to have some potential here.
Now you consider Timberwolf, yeah?
Why?
More, I don't know. Oh, the Hoffer's not.
Hoffer's not a. It's not a real Hoffer.
It's a real Hoffer. I got confused by it being not the real Hoffer.
Oh wait a second.
He plays secrets, right? Does he play secrets in his deck?
I can check, but I
would assume he does. If he does, then that was the wrong order.
Unless you somehow don't want your secrets to come up, but that seems like a strange thing. Fenrir's mid-range hunter.
Seems like there's no secrets in there.
There's no secrets in there. No, he just plays it for the stats.
Just plays for the stats. Might as well be River Proclus. So no secrets in that deck. So
I mean, I can respect it, but it's
hey, the order didn't matter.
It's a River Proclus, and if through some miracle a secret ends up in your deck.
He has 7 damage at the moment.
I mean, you still do it, right?
I think you do it, yeah.
You push the 7, and you just hope that your opponent doesn't get. I mean, he has the hero power, but
he forced his hero power.
You have to find some damage, but that's very close, for sure.
And Sparrow might be playing.
I doubt Sparrow's gonna find a lethal. He does have a taunt, and he has the hero power.
The play makes itself.
Clears off the board. Another kill command wins. Reservoir Hunter does summon another beast.
Porcupine not at the moment, so he'll have to play 2 minions here, push the hero power. But then you're looking at
you can't play both minions and the hero power. That's the worst part about it.
Oh, yeah, Hunter's Marks.
Because he doesn't have the mana to play both minions. So he has to pick his poison, which one he plays. Plays the Porcupine here.
Sparrow does 13, 15, 17? No, that's a...
Wait.
Not a win yet.
9 plus 4 plus 2 from the weapon plus 2 from the inner rage is 17, as you said, yeah.
Any lackey? Some lackey win. Some lackeys win. Some spells win. Rampage wins.
If he has some, yeah, right. He still
Rampage
has
wins for Sparrowhawk. Mole Strike does next turn, but not this turn.
Mole Strike is
you want to take Rampage for guaranteed lethal, and he sees that obviously.
There's 1 minion he can enrage. 1, because all the others would die.
Well, I could Rampage it first.
Oh yeah, that's true. Also,
but he sees it, he spots it, and that's going to be.
He doesn't actually need enrage. He would have had exact lethal without.
Yeah.
Since the Rampage, he was only looking for the 1 damage he got.
So Sparrowhawk somehow finds a way out of this, having been damaged down at 2 health, pulls it out. That's what makes a pro player. Just sitting at 2 health and somehow winning the game. So Sparrowhawk with a solid performance, 3-0 win over Fenrir, and he's moving on into the next round. And it looks like Sparrowhawk has come to play for this one.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, I think he wants it. So he's going to be making some noise as we go through the tournament. But for now, thank you for watching. Fenrir, of course, thank you very much for playing, and we'll hopefully see you back in the next one. I'll keep working on the decks and have fun. Enjoy watching the rest of the tournament, and maybe now you can root against Sparrowhawk or something. You got something to do. But thank you for watching, everybody. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to TrashcanTV, as well as join our Discord server, because all the organization is going down there, so don't want to miss any of that. Link in the description, and until next time, JJ.
That's it.
That's it.